Berrios bounces back after a tough World Baseball Classic, and are Kevin Gausman and Alek Manoah the best 1-2 punch in the American League? Hey everyone, Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Blue Jays beat writer Rob Longley for another edition of Long Ball. And Jose Berrios, Rob, got lit up in his first start at the World Baseball Classic. There was a lot of concern with regards to that outing and whether that may be the old Jose Berrios from 2022 creeping back in, but a nice positive start for him on Wednesday against the Baltimore Orioles. And it's been a pretty solid, spring training for him when he's been at the complex and pitching in spring training games. It was really just that one outing at the World Baseball Classic. But what did you make of that outing against the Orioles, and how do you think he has fared so far when he's been with the Blue Jays in spring?
Yeah, certainly an interesting spring for Berrios so far. Really, that one bad start bookended by a lot of positivity. And the most recent one, as you mentioned, Rob, was the start against the Orioles. He pitched into the sixth inning. He had his pitch count up to 77, allowed just one run, a couple of hard hit balls, but nothing to really concern yourself about. So I think the way you evaluate that start is that he's sort of back to the form that he had shown before the WBC. The Jays seemed ready, and Berrios himself seemed ready to dismiss what happened down in Miami when he had that awful start. And a lot of it was sort of a little bit of bad luck. There was an error in the inning, and the Jays seemed to think that they didn't like his sequencing of his pitches, and maybe that was part of the reason that he got lit up. Now, having said that, we've talked about this before already this spring, Rob, that Berrios is really going to be the story of this staff, because we know that the first three guys are going to likely deliver in Manoah, Gausman, and Bassett. But what are you going to get out of the number 4 spot for a guy that you signed to a big money 7-year extension? There's been enough positives so far, but it only has been spring training. Let's see what he does when he gets the ball, likely in the second series of the season in Kansas City.
So like you said, the horses at the front of the rotation, Kevin Gausman and Alek Manoah, coming off really great 2022 seasons. A lot is expected of both heading into 2023. When you look around the American League, where does this duo rank for you?
I think that in terms of top end and front end of rotations, I think it ranks pretty much number one for a lot of reasons. You look at Manoah, who was an AL Cy Young Award finalist last year, and his career arc is only going up. I would expect him to be even better than he was last season. And I think that Kevin Gausman had one of the most underrated seasons by an American League starter last year. Obviously, he had a lot of bad luck in terms of balls in play. He had one of the worst records in the league of guys getting on base when balls were put in play. Now, with a much better Toronto defense, those numbers should be better, and they should return to being normal anyway because of all that bad luck. And I think Gausman is quietly sitting on a huge season, and I could see both of these guys, as a matter of fact, being Cy Young contenders. And they're a perfect tandem together. I find they're vastly different in their approach. So hitters are going to see a completely different look from Manoah than they're going to see from Gausman on the next night, or vice versa, depending on how they sort it out in the order of the rotation. But yeah, certainly to your point, Rob, I think that these guys are as good as anybody, if not better, in the American League, and that's a very positive sign for the Jays heading into this season.
Yeah, the rotation is going to be a massive story all season long. We'll see if they can deliver. For all of Rob's Blue Jays coverage, head over to the Toronto Sun, and as always, find him on Twitter at Longley Sun Sport.